Ladies and gentlemen, happy Canada Day, and I didn't think I'd be talking about Shohei Ohtani rather than the greatness of this nation, but here goes. There's an ongoing controversy going on with a former Mets dinosaur, a former Blue Jay, and the phenom Ohtani, who hit his 30th home run last night, and I guess it's still going. It passed 500 feet, the longest shot ever in Angels Stadium. According to published reports, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to quote from Fanside. Former Toronto Blue Jay Marcus Stroman is taking a shot at Mets dinosaur Keith Hernandez over a Shohei Ohtani number snub. New York Mets commentator and legend Keith Hernandez wasn't too receptive to the idea of giving his number 17 to Ohtani if he were to join the team. Chicago Cubs pitcher Marcus Stroman called him out for it. Now, once the 2023 season ends, all of baseball will be keeping their eyes peeled for updates on Shohei, the two-way superstar for the LA Angels. Ohtani's schedule to become a free agent. He could likely command a $500 million contract for an interested team. You can win your 15 games, hit 45 to 50 home runs. But it all depends on where Ohtani wants to play. According to the article, one name that's been linked consistently to Ohtani is the Mets, due in part to owner Steve Cohen's willingness to spend money. If Ohtani does join the Mets, there is one issue. The number 17 is retired, worn by Keith Hernandez after he came over the Cardinals. But, of course, Hernandez doesn't really have a chance to talk because of his connection with bad off-field behavior, including drugs. He wore the number 17 during his title year with the team, and it was retired last year. Now, during the broadcast of the Mets game against the Brewers on Wednesday night, Hernandez was asked by fellow commentator Gary Cohen if he would be willing to give his blessing to wear the number. First, Hernandez said he couldn't, but when Cohen asked him if he would give Ohtani his permission to wear the retired number, he said, "Don't ask." You can listen to the exchange via Sports Illustrated link online. Now, Stroman was also a former New York Met, saying that Hernandez was full of crap, noting that Ohtani deserves to wear that number wherever he plays. Then Stroman took a shot at Hernandez, saying, "Imagine losing Ohtani free agency because some dinosaur like Hernandez wouldn't give up his number." Also, when responded to a fan who commented on a post, Stroman said, "It's a number, who cares?" Now, Ohtani has worn number 17 since signing his contract with the Angels back in 2017. When asked at his introductory press conference why he chose to wear that number, Ohtani joked through an interpreter, "I actually wanted to wear number 27, but somebody else was wearing that number." Of course, that was Mike Trout. Now, Stroman joined the Mets back in 2019 when he was traded by the Blue Jays that year. At 11 starts that year, he went 4-2. He opted out of the 2020 season due to COVID restrictions, and in 21, he put up a 3.02 ERA, 158 strikeouts in 179 games and with 33 starts. After the 2021 season, he signed a 3-year deal with the Cubs. Now, is anyone's guess who will sign this upcoming winter? There's talk about the Dodgers and, of course, still the Yankees. Now, ladies and gentlemen, all I know of Keith Hernandez, I've had the unfortunate unpleasure to basically cover a lot of his bullshit through the years. He's not the Keith Hernandez character on Seinfeld. He was real trouble for Major League Baseball for a lot of years. A lot of bad stuff was connected to him. Of course, as known, the 86 Mets were a partying team. Very talented player, but he didn't have his best years in New York. And I think the reason he retired his number, they consider him, of course, sort of the straw to stir the drink. I much preferred Hernandez with the Cardinals. He seemed to be more at home. But like I said, Ohtani moves to New York or the Yankees, you're sure they're going to make every avenue to get him in there. This ain't a Ray Bork situation where he stopped wearing number 7 after Esposito retired. He was wearing number 7. And when he retired, he moved to number 77. But is Keith Hernandez the best player in Mets history? No. Should he retire his number? Not to say I'm not a Mets fan. Is Ohtani would work good in the National League? Of course he would. He could be the first pitcher hitter to hit 40 home runs and win 20 games ever. And is he as good as Babe Ruth as a two-way player? Yet to be determined, but he's on his way there. The big question is, can he break 60 this year? He's on an Aaron Judge pace as we speak. Enjoy your Canada Day and your Boston-Toronto game. If you like what we're doing, give us a like, comment, subscribe, and share.